Yo, I just came out from seeing Trick or Treat for the first time ever, and we need to talk, because oh my goodness. Woo! I have my boy, the real rap nerd. He's been telling me about this film for quite some time now, and he even calls it a masterpiece. And that caught my attention for somebody to put that label on a movie. That's big for me because I know film culture, you just throw that word masterpiece out for any little thing, but for me that word, it holds weight. It takes a lot for something to be considered a masterpiece in my opinion. So yeah, to hear that, and then after seeing it, I'm gonna fall short of calling it a masterpiece only because I've only seen it the one time. I need to live with it, give it a few rewatches before I could give it that title. But man, this film is absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna start off with what really caught me off guard and what I really liked is how this film plays like an anthology film with all these different stories intertwined together. There's like 5 main stories in here, all different, but it intertwined so perfectly, and it has a connective tissue by the main antagonist that's called Sam, who's dressed up as a jack-o'-lantern. I believe that's what they call it. More on Sam later. But man, I really enjoyed each and every story by itself. It's they all stand alone perfectly. I wouldn't say there's one weak story here, and it's all evolved around Halloween creatures, Halloween lore. I found that absolutely fantastic, and maybe I'm not seasoned enough, but I've never seen a movie tackle the Halloween, the trick-or-treat lore to such a degree that this film does, man. Oh my God. So much lore is put into this for that holiday. Man, I was blown away. I was honestly blown away. My favorite story out of the 5, I don't know, that's hard to pick. I had to sit on that one, but there's so many surprises how the stories weave in and out. Like, you would think one thing is happening, and then you get a complete shock value out of nowhere that is perfectly set up. Here, it uses no jump scares whatsoever. It's just a straightforward, scary story, man. Oh my Lord. And me, I give credit to films, because this is rarely ever done, that really is not afraid to add. This is gonna sound wrong, but we're talking about the film aspect, but we see torture or people get hurt all the time in all these horror films, but kids are usually off limit. People are pretty timid and scared, but to have the balls to actually do that, the films that I could really remember doing that is the It Chapter 1 with Georgie. Whew. And then Dr. Sleep had some balls to really take the child, of harming the child and actually putting it on screen. But here they take that aspect to a whole nother level. There's a particular scene that happens early on involving a kid, obviously it's trick or treat, and they don't shy away from showing you exactly what happens. And man, I gotta give them credit, man. I honestly gotta give them credit. They were not scared. They took it the extra mile, man. This film was something else, man. Extremely bold, creative, unique, and a very unique and interesting antagonist that I was talking about earlier, Sam, who's dressed in a jack-o'-lantern costume. And what I love about his character is the fact that we know absolutely nothing about him. We don't know what makes him click, what gets him angry. There's no backstory whatsoever. He just appears, and when he does, shit goes down, man. I don't know if this is bad to say. Like, I know he's a bad guy, he's evil and all this good stuff, but I kind of liked him and found him adorable. Am I a bad person for that? Like, man, yeah, the Sam character is extremely interesting. There's layers to him, like quite literally layers, because once the mask comes off, you see how he really looks, and all the things that are involved in that. Like, oh my God, yo, I enjoyed this movie, man. I love to see where this story goes and how he's intertwined with the culture or the holiday of Halloween as a whole, man. Amazing, amazing. If I'm gonna say negative, I don't have quite negatives because this film is very tight. It's about an hour and 22 minutes. So my negative is like combined. The negative is the fact that it's short, and it's a positive as well. It's short because it wastes no time. It's straight to the point. It's lean, mean, no fluff, no filler, none of that. It gets straight to the point. And the negative is it's short. I would have loved a good 20 to 30 more extra minutes of this film here. Maybe it's just me being greedy, but they did an excellent job, man. Absolutely excellent jobs. The kills were amazing. It's what you would expect in a top tier horror film. 15 years later, and I hope this blows up. Please, let's drop a sequel to this, because the makeup and the making, the setup, everything is here. Amazing lore, great antagonist. Make Sam a horror icon because he deserves it. I want to know more about this character. I find him so intriguing. But yeah, man, my first experience checking out Trick or Treat. I know I'm extremely late, 15 years late. Yeah, let me know if you've seen the movie. I'm pretty sure you did, what you thought about it, and let's get that sequel. God damn, that was good.